Suna is the most famous map in Vale, and for good reason. It is extremely similar to Dust 2 from Counter-Strike. In fact, most callouts on Suna are the same as the Counter-Strike counterpart. Today, I will show you how to push both sites on Suna on Colonist side. To understand how to push Suna B site, we first need to understand where the Rayab will most likely be positioned. The most common position for B site Suna is one player on sandbags and one player on either backside or rocket. The other common lineup is one player on sandbags, one player on rocket, and one player hugging backside blue container. Be careful for graffiti though, as it is another common power position. Now that we know where Rayab will be located, we need to know how to attack this site. The most common way is probably 3 pushing B long and 2 pushing catwalk. The entry frag should smoke off backside to flush out or blind anyone playing back there. The support behind him should smoke off just before underpass to block off the sightline and anyone playing graffiti. The entry on catwalk should smoke off sandbags. This allows the 3 players on B long to 2v1, the sandbags player, while the last one watches backside to stop them from pushing up and getting a few picks. The entry on catwalk should hold graffiti and underpass, while the support for the entry on catwalk also holds sandbags and backside. It allows for easy picks and easy plant, but B site isn't the only site on Suna. A site is also a good option to attack on Colonist side. This site is a lot more exposed and has really good defender angles and power positions, so pushing this site usually requires a lot of smokes. Just like with B site, we need to know where Rayab will most likely be playing. The most common position is one player on juke and one player on fence. This is used almost every round on Suna, unless you are only pushing one site over and over. Be careful for a player pushing up on LT or a player ratting behind car or green. There also is most likely a player holding mid, so be careful of that. The best way to push A site is actually not a full rush, but having 4 go A and 1 go garage. The garage player has one of the most important roles in this attack. Their job is to kill the player holding either Xbox or CT spawn angle. Once they do that, they need to stop any rotates from catwalk and underpass, once they know it's an A push. The rest of the team splits 2-2. 2 players go main, and 2 players go A long. The entry on A long needs to smoke off fence, while the support needs to smoke off sandwich and make sure juke player can't see long. The entry on main needs to smoke part for fence that leads to sight, while the support smokes off just past green to block off vision from underpass. The entry on long and their support should push up long and go through fence to sight, while people on main needs to clear juke player and push to sight. Scanner should be given to the support that pushes long. Both entry frags may die, but the support players should be getting their refrag.